let it warm up for a little bit. So has today been a pretty busy day?
Been decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It, interesting note about a lot of the books for this week. I'm trying to remember which book it was. Oh yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has 187 different variants of the first cover or the first issue.
That's insane.
187, ranging from 1A to 1GE.
How many did we get?
I don't know. Unfortunately, because Amanda left, I didn't have enough time. I can ask John too how many we got, but it looked like we got a bunch, just not because I think some of the 187 of them are shop specific
Okay.
covers. But yeah, when it comes to holy crap, I've never seen that many covers for one book in particular.
Yeah.
I've seen as many as 40.
Yeah,
but nothing over 100.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I remember Powerpuff Girls had a lot last week, but
Right.
not that many.
And most of the ones that have been getting like the big numbers are IDW, not. And I guess that is an IDW book, so I was for some odd reason thinking it was a different one, but no, that Turtles has been IDW for a little bit. So, all right, it's a minute in. That should have warmed up everybody to join our show. Welcome everyone to Rainbow Live Presents Wednesday Night Lights, as me and Sam used to do. Here's my current week co-host Chelsea. Woo! Joining us for the first week. For those of you that have been watching the show, it's been a little bit different with no consistency other than me or Patrick. We're trying to test something up where not everybody does the same thing every week. So maybe I won't be here next week. Who knows? No, I'm just kidding. I'm always here for some odd reason, crazy as I am.
It's because we love you.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome to the week. It's Deadpool week, as those of you know, and woo! Showing off some of our little toys we have.
Do this one too.
Yep.
Because this one's actually like Deadpool.
Yeah, that one's actually Deadpool. Deadpool Wolverine. For those of you that are huge fans of those movies, that premieres tomorrow. But first, what we're going to get to is everybody's unfavorite part of the show, which is sports cards. So let's switch the camera here real quick.
Sports ball, woo!
Yeah, sports ball, as John says. And Chelsea.
Yeah.
First thing we're going to show off for new this week, we have Topps Chrome Soccer. Looks like on here it has Europa League, Champions League, and that's about, and Europa Conference League. So those of you that collect this one, or these particular leagues, we have that in. Here's some looks at some of the cards that you can get, possibly. No guarantee in autographs, like we've always said when it comes to blasters. But it does come with Aqua Prism parallel cards. So Aqua.
4 exclusive Aqua Prism parallel per box.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's one of the things they're actually quite consistent on in getting those, unlike autographs where they have to say on average. Which we'll have that on this one, which is baseball, 2024 USA Baseball. This is the same set as the other one we showed you either last week or the week before, but this one is a different box. I believe this is the H. Oh yeah, it says right there, H2. So it's a hybrid of hobby and retail. But this one comes with 3 autographs or memorabilia on per box on average. So just let everybody know that on average means you could either get more or less.
Sneaky.
Right? You know, that legal trouble. You know. And another interesting thing that we have in here is we have 2023 Baseball Electric. Comes with 4 autograph cards per box. As you can see, some of those cards are actually kind of cool. I understand that it's nice and shiny, so you can't read all of it, but maybe we're doing that on purpose. Ooh. But yeah, that's sports cards for the week. We'll switch back over to the main camera just so I can thank everybody that showed up to 605 Pop Culture Con this last weekend. I unfortunately was unable to make it because I had prior plans of helping my dad build a deck. So
that's really cool.
Yeah.
Did you finish?
Yes, got everything but the railings. So,
nice.
But thankfully, it's only like 2 feet off the ground, so the railings aren't required. But we're gonna put them on there anyway.
Fair.
So yeah, it was me, my dad, and my brother and his son. So we all worked on that together this weekend and got as far as we could. But for those, like I said, for those of you that actually came to Pop Culture Con, thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting Voices Against Cancer. And for those of you that showed up to the Rainbow booth, thank you for saying hi and giving us a nice, happy smile for that you showed up. So, right?
Yeah. I wasn't there.
Oh, you didn't show up?
No, I had stuff I had to do.
Oh.
Yeah. My sister was in town, so.
Oh, yeah. Family sometimes trumps fun. Yeah. Not saying that's a bad thing. Yeah. So anyway, now we're going to get to the favorite part of the show, which is Funko time.
Woo!
Woohoo! And because we talked about Deadpool right away, I'm going to talk about Colossus, which I believe he does. I do believe I remember seeing him in the trailer, but I could be wrong. But who knows? Colossus is Deadpool's favorite metal man. You know, as anybody has seen Deadpool and Deadpool 2. So, well, what do you got for us?
For Deadpool, I was really excited about this one. He's glittery. Look at him. And of course, he's laying like a French girl.
Yeah. and just to let you guys know, I know some of you will probably question. You see on there, it does say Hot Topic exclusive. This came from a collection we got in, so it's new to us, even though it's not brand new.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if you can tell it's glittery, but it totally is. There we go.
You can kind of tell. All right. For those of you that are really into the fantasy genre, this is a Barnes & Noble exclusive that we got in that collection. For those of you that are really huge into that TV show, House of the Dragon, we have George R.R. Martin in with this collection. That's a really interesting show. I haven't watched any of it myself, but I have seen a lot of clips, and it just seems really, really interesting, especially when it semi-mimics some of our world history. Did you know that the House of the Dragon actually is somewhat based on the War of the Roses in England?
I did not.
Yeah, war between kin, basically.
But with dragons.
But with dragons. Yeah. So what do you got next?
So I actually have a golden iron spider. I just thought it was super cool. I like the gold.
Yeah. So those of you that are specifically collecting the gold versions for Marvel characters, we do have Iron Spider in. So those of you that don't have that in your collection yet, we have it.
Yeah.
Let us know if you need it, whether it's in the comments or via Facebook. We'll definitely hold on to that for you for 2 weeks. And if nobody says anything and it gets sold, well, oh well.
Yeah. Too bad.
Now, next, we're getting into a little bit of a nostalgia. For those of you that love 80s shows, we have Miami Vice. We have Crockett from Miami Vice. I know a lot of you saw us show off another Miami Vice a few weeks ago when it was me and Patrick. So I figured we'd show off Crockett this time. So everybody's got to love those nice suit jackets where they got to pull up the sleeves all the way to the elbow. And a lot of action, a lot of sexy times for those of you that remember that show, for as sexy as it can be from the 80s, right?
Exactly. I was like, I don't know. I was born in the 90s, so.
Yeah. I was born late 80s, so.
Yeah. 1990 exactly, so. I guess, what? Does that count? I don't know.
Well, you're definitely a true 90s kid then.
Exactly. It wasn't late 90s.
So what do you got next?
I know everybody loves Stitch. It is Lilo and Stitch, but it is not Stitch. But it is Lilo with Pudge, and everybody loves Pudge. He's so cute. Look at him with his sandwich.
So eating a sandwich. Woohoo.
Which she always brought to him. I know everyone loves Stitch, and Stitch is everyone's favorite. But I had to show Pudge. But, if anybody wants him, let us know. We will hold it. Yeah.
And this is for this next one is for those of you that love horror movies and love to have a big collection of Funkos of those. We have Annabelle from Annabelle Comes Home. I don't remember that one ever for trailers and stuff like that. So, but then again, I'm not much of a horror movie person either. So, yeah. So, like I said, for those of you that love horror movies, love Annabelle, we definitely have her ready for you to take home, and then all of a sudden late at night, you start hearing.
It's like, if you want me to cry, then put on a horror movie. But I'm good.
Sure. If you want me to hide, that's generally what you'd have to do. You know.
It's fine.
Yeah, get me out of the room. Yep. Horror movie. Boop. And when I actually watched the first Saw movie, I was hiding on the stairs. It was a split floor house, so upstairs, downstairs. I was hiding on the stairs behind the living room, watching it from behind everybody.
So the Ring movie, you know that movie?
I do know those movies. Never watched them.
So I watched it. On the movie, there's a movie that if you watch it, she'll come out of it. I cover my eyes every time. I've never seen the movie on the movie.
Sure.
So she can't come after me.
That works, Can't see me, can't get me.
It's fine. You can't get me.
Well, thank you all for joining us for this week's rendition of Wednesday Night Lights. We'll have future shows with me, Chelsea, and Patrick, and just flip it up a little bit, have a little bit of a change, and gotta do that. With all that, we'll have to say have a good night. We have to get back to work because, got lots of stuff to do. Yeah, short-staffed. So those of you that are watching, have a good rest of your night. We are open till 8 if you want to stop by and say hello and get some of the stuff that we showed off. So